All right, let's talk some Kyler Murray. I find him to be a very fascinating player this season, which explains a lot of the Kyler Murray breakdowns. I actually have some numbers I want to talk about in this video. So the beginning portion is going to be a little bit of statistics because I found some interesting stuff there because I was interested in okay, what exactly is Kyler doing better this year than he was last year? Because, by the numbers, he's having a much better season. His first year, a respectable for a rookie, but not great as a whole, 87.4 passer rating. But again, for a rookie, that's good. Then in 2020, a 94.3, which is still solid. And in this year, he shot up to 116.2. So what's behind that jump? You can actually kind of really track it through the numbers, what exactly he's doing so much better this season. So this first chart to me is the most interesting. So you look at the top, in 2021, when he's blitzed, he has just shy of a perfect passer rating. So blitzing Kyler Murray has not been a recipe for success in 2021. When he's not blitzed, he's still doing very, very well, passer rating over 100. But there is at least you have a chance with the 103. You don't really have a chance against 156.7. And just for the record, the max it can be is 158.3. So just, that's the highest I've ever seen actually on a number that's not a perfect passer rating. In 2020, this is where things get interesting. You look at last year, it was relatively even, right? He actually was slightly better when not blitzed, but very slightly. It was essentially even. And his rookie year in 2019, he was actually much better when he wasn't blitzed. So this is something you do see young quarterbacks get better at, but clearly, he has taken a huge jump. What is the reason for this? This next chart is another one that kind of just jumps out at me, is his passer rating under pressure. It was about the same in 2019 and 2020, and then in 2021, it's completely shot up to over 100 under pressure, which seems like, oh my God, he's gotten way better at this. Well, there actually is an asterisk you have to put next to this chart. There tends to be a lot of variance in this. In fact, no quarterback has ever consistently had a passer rating over 100 under pressure. A lot of it tends to be what the receivers do, or there seems to be an element of luck to this. If you don't believe me, last year Justin Herbert had a passer rating of over 100 under pressure. This year it's down to about 75. Ben Roethlisberger for his career tend to average around the mid-60s with his passer rating under pressure. One year he randomly had a 112 passer rating under pressure. There has never been a quarterback to consistently do anything above around 70 passer rating under pressure. So the reality is this probably will drop. But that being said, it still is an upgrade. I guess my point is that if he truly is this god under pressure all of a sudden, he'd be the first player ever to do it, and he'd be by far and away the best to ever do it under pressure. If this is legit, it's going to fall off. That's the bet I would take. But still, the final chart is where I kind of, come back around and say, okay, yes, that might be a little bit fluky, and that might be an element to why he's had a bit of an upgrade this season, but he's also legitimately just been better when he has a clean pocket as well, and this tends to be something that stays very close to the same year in and year out, and you see he has slowly improved, took a jump from his first year to his second, and then a much bigger jump from his second year to his third. So I think some interesting data there. I'm not sure how much you guys care about that stuff, and maybe you just want to watch film, but I think that could give us some context when we then go into the film study. All right, film study time. Let's talk about this play first. So this is going to be it looks like a cover 6, which means that essentially on the offense's left, it's going to be set up as though it's quarters coverage. This is a 3rd down and 21 right here. So, I'm thinking, hey, don't do anything stupid, run the ball, pick up a couple yards and then kick a field goal, take the lead. This is why I am not an NFL head coach, because the Cardinals going to play aggressive here. One thing they're doing is having both Christian Kirk and Rondale Moore running deeper routes. So even though Cleveland has 2 players taking away that deep stuff, well, you run 2 players deep, all of a sudden, now you have one-on-one matchups. Maybe someone can get open. Right when this play starts, you're going to see, look at Kyler quickly move and then make this throw. He's been doing that a lot this season. He's been not afraid to scramble outside the pocket, and this could be an element of why we've seen his passer rating under pressure increase, is because he's, very quickly using his legs. He's not using his legs as a last resort. He's oftentimes using it as a first resort, and now he steps up, and you see that there is an opening for him to make this throw. It's going to have to be a tough throw, though. I mean, it's going to have to be a really accurate throw for him to get this touchdown. However, it is a perfect throw, so they are able to get the touchdown. So, Kyler doing a great job of running the offense. I think the play calling has been very good this season, whether you want to, say that's scheme or actual play calling, because, Cliff Kingsbury wasn't here, but the coaching staff as a whole, I think, has been very good. And also, let's talk about stuff like this. Let's talk about what I brought up in that first section of the video. Let's talk about blitzing, right? What makes him so effective against the blitz? And I sort of talked about how an element of this is probably the fact that under pressure, there's been a little bit of flukiness, maybe gotten a little bit lucky. That's only an element of it, though. He legitimately has had a huge jump being better when he's been blitzed. Like, it's not luck that he's better when he's getting blitzed. That's not the case at all. Because an important distinction to make is that getting blitzed does not always equal pressure. Kyler's doing a great job of, when he is getting blitzed, getting rid of the ball quickly. This is a cover zero blitz, so this is one-on-one across the board, and you see really there's going to be one main route to look at. Watch, Kyler takes a snap, immediately is starting to throw this ball. He immediately read it and is getting the ball into number 10's hands. That's DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, throw him the ball as much as you can, especially because the safety who is deep, that's the guy on Hopkins right now. Again, it's a 3rd down and goal. I think Cleveland, to a large degree, is saying, hey, we'll take this. Give the ball to Hopkins immediately. We trust that we can run up and make a tackle. The issue is that's just really difficult to do against DeAndre Hopkins. As you see, Hopkins makes the grab, and he's going to just do DeAndre Hopkins-like things and get into the end zone for a touchdown. So you could easily sit here and say, what did Kyler really do? He just kind of got rid of the ball very quickly, and Hopkins did the rest. You could make that argument. However, I certainly would not, because I think that what Kyler did on this play was he made the correct read and did the right decision and got rewarded for it. Like, this one's another one where what's going to happen is that, again, it's going to be a blitz. Again, it's the cover zero blitz. This time it's A.J. Green that Kyler is going to look towards if this is, in fact, a blitz. He's ready to make this decision. He sees pre-snap that this is a one-on-one matchup. He knows the route Green is running, so even if it's not a blitz, regardless, one-on-one matchup, get rid of the ball quickly. If you get rid of the ball quickly, good things are going to happen. And so look at how Kyler takes a snap, and he's just throwing it up there. So, again, A.J. Green doing a good job, and that's an element, right? That's kind of how part of this has gotten better, is just the guys he's throwing to this season have been better. You have A.J. Green, who's having a resurgent season. You have Rondell Moore now. So your receiving core is just better. So a lot of these decisions that he made last year might not have worked out, whereas this year they're working out. That's certainly an element of it. And as you see, just a perfect throw again. I mean, I want to be very clear about that beginning part of this video. Kyler is awesome and is playing incredible. I think that got to be very clear on that. Kyler is just playing out of his mind right now, quite frankly, with really accurate passes, really good stuff from him. And we can talk about some plays like this. So we'll start off with this one. It's going to be a zone coverage play. And the way this concept works is the 2 receivers to the offense's right are going to run deep. Hopkins then kind of runs underneath sort of the safety and corner. Hopefully they will be cleared out of the way and he can get open. And this kind of stuff has just been working for the Cardinals all season long. Watch how right when this play starts, so Kyler is going to, wait for this play to open up. And then when he throws the ball down the field, Hopkins is wide open. And this is the dilemma of playing the Cardinals offense, right? When you play man, and if you start to blitz and stuff like that, well, Kyler's awesome at that stuff. Kyler's doing a great job at attacking that kind of stuff, and the receivers are doing a great job at getting open against man. So then you try and play zone, well, they can run zone busters all day. I mean, Kingsbury wants there to be zone busters. Again, no, I know he wasn't, actually there for this game, but still, I mean, he has a big hand in the offense, of course. And as you see, really accurate throw, and of course, Hopkins is going to make the catch, so that stuff factors in as well. So again, they're just firing on all cylinders right now. So yeah, I mean, listen, Kyler's been awesome. Like, there's no denying Kyler's been awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that beginning part of the video. I'm worried people are going to get the wrong idea and think that, like, this is me saying, oh, see, Kyler actually sucks. Like, pretty much the worst that little snippet can do for, like, your overall passer rating is about 8 to 10 points. So even if that is the case and he has been, getting a little bit lucky there. He still has a passer rating well over 100, so he's still been great this season. It's a small thing. It's not a big thing. I found it interesting, so hopefully you guys did as well. Hopefully you guys found this video interesting as well. What is your thought on Kyler Murray through 6 weeks? Always love hearing from you, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.